Hi, I'm glad to see you again at that lecture. Now we are going to speak about modeling our data at Elasticsearch. If you came from the SQL world and have never touched NoSQL system before that course, then your brain can blow up for a while. While using RDS, relational database system, you mostly concentrate at how to normalize your data, how to create good indexes, to get good performance at join operations. At Elasticsearch, that is completely another way of thinking. Please have a look at official documentation. So here is an article about denormalizing your data. The way to get the best search performance out of Elasticsearch is to use it as it is intended by denormalizing your data at index time. Having redundant copies of data in each document that requires access to it removes the need of joins. If you want to be able to find a blog post by the name of the user who wrote it, include the user's name in a blog post document itself. Here we can see some example. We have index of users, but we also have index of blog post, and user is included directly to blog post documentation. And now we can, to perform such search query, we can find some blog post by title and also by user within one document, avoiding any joins. So as you can see, RDS approach is to normalize data, and vice versa, Elasticsearch has another approach, to normalize your data. But it does not mean that Elasticsearch does not support relationships at all. Of course, it is not always possible to resolve all problems only using denormalization and keeping all at one huge index. So what Elasticsearch offers to us? Handling relationship at Elasticsearch can be provided by using parent-child relationship or by nested objects. And it is essential to understand the pros and cons of every option. Let's speak about nested objects at first. Let's visit official documentation about nested objects, and here we have an example of some blog post document. As you can see, different user can add comments to some blog post, and in that case comments were added like a multi-level object, as we did it previously for our hotels index. And let's run such a query using current structure that we want to find all blog posts where our comment's name is Alice and comment's age is 28. So please have a look here. John Smith has 28 and Alice has 31. And oops, we got a result. Strange, yes? And the deal is why we got such a response is that after indexing, multi-level object would be flattened to next way. So we will have comment's name, comment's age, comment star. As you can see, the correlation between the data inside every comment was completely lost. And that is the problem. And to resolve it, Elasticsearch proposes us to use nested objects. By mapping the comment fields as a type nested instead of type object, each nested object is indexed as hidden separate document. In that way, after indexing, we will keep our structure. What is the most essential that by indexing nested objects separately, the fields within the object maintain their relationship. We can run queries that will match only if the match occurs within the same nested object. Not only that, because of the way that nested objects are indexed, joining the nested documents to the root document at query time is fast, almost as fast if they were a single document. But there is also a big minus here. As nested documents are hidden, we can't access them directly. To update, add, to remove a nested object, we have to reindex the whole document. Please pay attention to that aspect. And now let's have a look at parent-child relationship. Here is another link. I will add it to attachment of current lecture, of course. And the parent-child relationship is similar in nature to the nested model. Both allows you to associate one entity with another. The difference is that with nested objects, all entities live within the same document, while at parent-child, the parent-children are completely separate documents. And the main advantage of such a process is that the parent document can be updated without reindexing the children. Child documents can be added, changed, deleted without affecting either the parent or other children. And child documents can be returned as a result of search request. The one minus of that approach is that it works much more slowly than nested objects by itself. Okay, so now let's return to our general scheme and think from higher perspective about our structure. So we can easily put all common fields equal hotel name, stars, rating, age, facilities, free place, city name within one hotel index. Seems that would be no big problem with that. Let's leave for a while our magic super functions and concentrate at comments and bookings. Both of them are other objects which are connected with hotel information, so we need to have some relationship here. The main question is which one to choose. So I'm asking you, which type of relationship, nested objects or parent-child, should we choose for comments and bookings? I'm giving you several seconds to think. Do you really have an answer? Let's check it with mine. From my point of view, there is no answer yet. We don't have enough information to make such a decision at all. Here we need to get more accurate data from the business side. We have to ask next things. How many comments do we expect to have within one hotel? Do we expect that comment can be frequently editable? How long should we keep comments from history perspective? Within a month, or maybe per year, or maybe always? The similar questions we have to ask about bookings. Okay, and now let's imagine that we got next answers. So, comments will be edited only by specialized experts and cannot be edited. We have to keep comments only within the last year. It is expected to have less than 100 comments per document, but in most cases, it would be near 10 or even less. And what about bookings? Bookings will be added frequently. Price also can be updated equal because of some promotions or refunds. We have to keep the data within 7 years for administration purposes. There is a great probability that hotels with 10,000 bookings will appear even in a closest year. So what about now? Do you have an answer? I hope that answer is obvious. Comments are rarely muted. We also have to remember that at every hotel search result position we need to display analytics information from the comments section and comments by itself, and we have to do it fast, so selects would be often irregular. That is almost the ideal case for nested objects. From another side we have booking, which probably would not be used for customers but only for some CRM panel. Performance here is not so essential, so even in case parent-child relationship will not work super fast, it is not so essential. We expect frequent changes at bookings. Imagine that we will constantly reindex thousands of hotel documents that have thousands of documents inside. Performance would be poor. I even don't want to mention concurrency problems that can appear in such a case, or about resources that will need to process a great amount of data. You have to be conscious that Elasticsearch is mostly used as an additional tool. You still will be using some relational database solution, especially for financial data, equal bookings, to preserve consistency and safety. So in case of reindexing and having nesting objects, you will have to get all bookings from relational database at first and then put one huge document at Elasticsearch. That can be a real madness. So in case of booking, we definitely have to choose the parent-child option. That is the only correct solution in our case. So let's apply theory at practice. Time to create mapping for our hotel and booking documents.